A close call for two men this morning when the building they were working on collapsed into a pile of bricks and lumber.
1600 John Street, home of the notorious Liberty Lounge, fell apart at about 10 o'clock and scattered debris across 2 lanes of Liberty Street. The bar was forced to close in 2012 because of safety complaints, and the building has a history of code violations. Local 12's Joe Webb was on the scene this morning. He joins us live now with the very latest. Joe.
Well, Cammie, this morning Liberty was closed from John Street to Central Avenue. Now, as you can see, traffic behind me, that car just went by, traveling eastbound on Liberty Street. It is open eastbound both lanes, but closed westbound from Central Parkway to Lynn. Something for people to take note of if they're going to be driving home here in a few minutes. Now, the building is behind me, 1600 John Street, had 23 code violations since 2012, but the owner has fixed 13 of them. He had guys working inside today. Fortunately, they got out and were not hurt. At 10:01 this morning, fire crews got the call that a building at Liberty and John had fallen into the street. This is what they found when they got there. A wheelbarrow of wet cement in the rubble hinted that someone had been working inside the place. Sylvania Merriweather was working with a bricklayer on the first floor when he heard things falling and heard the ceiling cracking. They ran outside.
We was already working on that part of the wall to support the building. At the time, that's what we was doing. And then it fell right in, on top of us while we was outside.
Owner Harry Bodley says he's been working to fix up the place. He replaced roof beams and had a permit to renovate the first floor. But something went horribly wrong this morning.
I can't say. I don't know. Everything was all right. Can't answer that question.
The collapse forced emergency crews to close Liberty from Central Avenue to John Street. City inspectors were on the scene in less than an hour and quickly decided to demolish 1600 John. 1602 John, where the owner lives, will also be empty during demolition.
One of my guys noticed the chipping on the backside. There was a separation in it, so we got the other people at that building.
Now, the work that gravity started, work crews will have to finish. Heavy equipment will be able to do some work from the backyard, but most of it, because of its condition, will have to be done by hand, just like it was built 139 years ago. And Cammie, some demolition equipment is now in place. A construction fence, as you can see behind me, has gone up. Demolition is supposed to start tomorrow morning. Inspectors will go in once the demolition starts, and they will try to figure out what caused the collapse. Westbound Liberty from Central Parkway to Lynn will be closed. It's closed now, and it will be closed until the work is done. Cammie?
All right, Joe Webb reporting for us. Thank you. Cincinnati police raided the Liberty Lounge on August 22nd, 2012. At the time, there had been complaints of pieces of the building just falling off. The bar closed at that time and has not reopened.